I want to speak to you today about something that will resonate with every one of you. We live in a world where the noise of opinions, expectations, and judgments can overwhelm us. People will always have their thoughts about who you are, what you can achieve, and whether or not you'll succeed. They will look at your circumstances, your background, your failures, and they will tell you without hesitation what you can and cannot do. But here's what I want you to understand. Those people, those voices, they don't determine your future. What you do with your life, the choices you make, the work you put in that is what will determine your outcome. Let your success speak for itself, but understand that success does not come easily. It doesn't come to the faint-hearted. It doesn't come to the lazy or the passive. It comes to those who are willing to push through the darkness, to press on when others would quit, to endure when everyone else says it's not possible. You've heard the voices. Maybe it was a teacher, a parent, a friend, or a stranger. You'll never make it. You're not smart enough. You come from nothing. You'll never amount to anything. These words echo in the minds of so many young people today, and they shape their actions, their self-worth, and their beliefs. But let me tell you this, those words are nothing but lies. Lies that are meant to hold you back, to limit you, to put a cap on your potential. And the most dangerous thing you can do is to believe them. It is easy to get discouraged, especially when people around you think they know your limitations better than you do. Maybe you've heard the comments, maybe you've experienced rejection, maybe you've felt the weight of their criticisms pressing down on your soul. But here's the truth, there is one voice that matters, and that voice is the one that comes from within you. That voice, the one that calls you to rise above your circumstances, to defy the odds, to prove those naysayers wrong, it's the voice that you must listen to. It's the voice of determination, the voice of resilience, the voice of a person who refuses to accept the limitations imposed upon them. I'm not telling you that the road will be easy. No, it will not. In fact, it will be one of the hardest roads you'll ever walk. But that's the point. You think that people don't succeed because of the lack of opportunity, because of the lack of talent, or because of some external factor that they can't control. No, people don't succeed because they give up too soon. They quit when the pressure becomes too much. They walk away when the dream is just out of reach, and that's when they fail. But you have the chance to do something different. You have the opportunity to press forward, to rise up from the ashes of defeat, to take the blows and the setbacks and turn them into fuel for your fire. You can choose to let your failure be the very thing that propels you to success. Let me be clear, you are not defined by your mistakes. You are not defined by your past. And you are certainly not defined by the opinions of others. Or will tell you that your success depends on your connections, your privilege, or resources. They'll tell you that only the elite, the well-connected, the chosen few will ever make it. They will tell you that success is reserved for those who have been given an easy path. But they are wrong. There are no shortcuts to success. There is no magical formula, easy way out. Success comes from the grit, the grind, the relentless pursuit of excellence. When the world tells you that you can't, you stand up and say, I will. When they tell you that you're not good enough, you respond by getting better, by training harder, by learning more, by improving every single day. You have been given a gift, your ability to choose. You can choose to believe the lies, or you can choose to reject them. You can choose to rise up and prove the doubters wrong, not by arguing with them, but by doing the work. Success is not about proving others wrong through words. It is about proving them wrong through action. It is about showing them with your life that they were wrong about you. And the beauty of this is that you don't need to say a word. Your success will speak louder than any argument. And listen, I know it's not going to be easy. I know the road is long and filled with obstacles, but this is the point. Success is not for those who take the easy way. If you want to be successful, you have to understand that you will face trials, you will face disappointments, and you will face failure. It's not the failures that define you, it's how you respond to them. Will you let them break you? Will you let them define your future? Or will you rise? Will you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going, no matter what? If you want to succeed, you need to be willing to embrace the struggle. You need to be willing to embrace the process of growth. Growth is not easy, it's not comfortable. It requires effort, sacrifice, and sometimes pain. But it's through that process that you will develop the character, the perseverance, and the resilience that will carry you to the next level. And let me tell you, it's in those moments when you feel like quitting that your true potential is being forged. It's in those moments when everything seems lost, when everyone around you says you can't, that you have the greatest opportunity to prove them wrong. Success is not for the weak. It is for those who refuse to accept defeat. It is for those who wake up every day with a purpose, who keep moving forward when others have stopped. who push through when the world tells them it's impossible. You don't need to prove anyone wrong with your words. You need to prove them wrong with your life. You need to prove them wrong with your work ethic, your discipline, your passion, your commitment to doing what others won't, doing where others won't go, giving what others won't give. You need to let your success speak for itself. So I'm calling on you today to make a decision. Decide that you will no longer let the opinions of others dictate your future. Decide that you will no longer be held back by fear or doubt or the limitations others try to impose upon you. Decide that you will pursue your dreams, your goals, your purpose with everything inside you, no matter what it takes. Because the world needs people who will stand up, who will push back against the negativity and the discouragement, and who will prove to the world that they were wrong. The world needs people who will walk in the truth of their potential, who will show what is possible when you refuse to give up. I'm not saying you won't face challenges, and I'm not saying there won't be times when you want to quit. What I am saying is that when those moments come, and they will come, you must keep moving forward. You must keep pushing through. You must keep showing up even when it seems like the odds are stacked against you. And when you do that, when you refuse to back down, when you refuse to quit, then you will see success. Not in some far-off, distant future, but in the here and now. Every step you take, every decision you make, every ounce of effort you pour into your work will lead you to the success you seek. But success is not the end goal. Success is the evidence, the fruit of your faithfulness, your hard work, your persistence. It is not about the accolades or the recognition. It is about showing the world that it is possible to rise above your circumstances, to overcome your obstacles, and to achieve greatness. It is about showing that with God, all things are possible. And if you truly believe that, then you will never give up. You will never settle for mediocrity. You will keep going, and in doing so, you will prove them all wrong, not with your words, but with your life. So let your success speak for you. Let it be the testimony of your hard work, your perseverance, and your refusal to quit. Let it be the proof that you are capable of far more than the world ever gave you credit for. And let it remind everyone who doubted you that they were wrong. Success is achieved not by arguing with doubters or proving them wrong through conversation, but by letting your actions, determination, and relentless effort speak for themselves. The work you put in and the perseverance you show will demonstrate your true potential. True success comes from embracing challenges, learning from failures, and continuing to press forward when the road gets tough. The key to overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness lies in your ability to persist, adapt, and grow through adversity. In this world, there will always be those who doubt you. They will question your abilities, your potential, and your worth. They will tell you that you're not capable, that you'll never make it, that your dreams are too big and unrealistic. And if you're not careful, if you listen to these voices long enough, you might start to believe them. You might start to think that they know something about you, that you don't need your failures define you, that your weaknesses are insurmountable, that you're not destined for greatness. But here's the thing, those people, those voices of doubt, they don't define you. They don't know you. They don't know your heart, your passion, or your drive. They don't know the fire that burns inside you, pushing you to rise above the opinions of others and prove them wrong. You see, the most dangerous thing you can do is try to convince those who doubt you are wrong through words alone. You can argue with them. You can explain yourself. You can list all your reasons why they're mistaken about you and your potential. But the truth is, words don't carry the weight that actions do. People can dismiss your words, but they cannot ignore your actions. Words are cheap, but actions are the language of success. When you try to prove others wrong by arguing with them, all you're doing is wasting time and energy. You're lowering yourself to their level, engaging in a battle that is futile and fruitless. Arguing with someone who has already made up their mind about you is like trying to convince a brick wall to move. It's pointless. You can spend hours, days, even years trying to change their perception. But in the end, their opinion of you won't be changed by anything you say. They will continue to believe what they want to believe, regardless of how eloquent your words may be or how many facts you present. But here's where things get interesting. While you can't change someone's mind with words, you can change their perception of you with your actions. You can prove them wrong not by arguing or defending yourself, but by demonstrating through your work, your progress, and your results that they were wrong about you all along. Your actions will speak louder than any words ever could. They will tell the story of who you truly are, of what you are capable of, and of the depth of your commitment to achieving greatness. When people doubt you, when they tell you that you can't, that you won't, that you aren't enough, there's a simple but powerful truth. You must understand their opinion doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is the one that you have of yourself. And that opinion must be rooted in belief, in faith, in the knowledge that you are capable of far more than they give you credit for. When you believe in yourself, when you are unwavering in your commitment to your dreams, the opinions of others become irrelevant. Their doubts, their criticisms, their judgments, they don't hold power over you. Instead, your actions, your progress, your perseverance become the evidence that you are capable of achieving everything they said you couldn't. But proving them wrong through action requires more than just making a decision to succeed. It requires a mindset shift. It requires a relentless pursuit of excellence, an unshakable commitment to your goals, and a refusal to let anything or anyone stand in your way. You must be willing to put in the hard work, the sacrifice, and the long hours that are necessary to bring your dreams to life. You must be willing to do the things that others aren't willing to do, the things that most people avoid because they're uncomfortable, difficult, or tedious. It's in those moments when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on, when the world is silent, that your character is built. It's in those quiet moments that the seeds of success are planted, and it's in those moments that your actions will speak louder than anything you could ever say. Success doesn't come to those who talk about their dreams, who speak about their plans, or who make grand promises. Success comes to those who take action, those who roll up their sleeves, get to work, and do what it takes to turn their dreams into reality. If you want to prove others wrong, you have to stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. You have to stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand and start showing them with your results what you're capable of. You have to stop worrying about what others think and start focusing on what you can do, what you can control, and what you're willing to sacrifice in order to achieve your goals. When you choose to prove others wrong through action, you are choosing a path of hard work, perseverance, and grit. You are choosing the road less traveled, the road that requires you to face failure, setbacks, and adversity. You are choosing the path that forces you to grow, to learn, and to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. But make no mistake about it, this path is the one that leads to true success. It's the path that separates those who talk from those who do, those who dream from those who achieve. And while the road may be difficult, while the journey may be long, the rewards of proving others wrong through action are immeasurable. When you prove them wrong through your actions, you not only change their perception of you, but you also change your own perception of yourself. You begin to see that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. You begin to understand that your potential is limitless, and that the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the willingness to take consistent action. Your success will become a testimony to your resilience, your determination, and your refusal to let anyone's doubts define your future. And as you continue on this journey, you will find that your actions speak louder and clearer than any words ever could. Let's be honest for a moment. It's easy to talk about success. It's easy to make plans and promises. It's easy to say that you'll do something, that you'll achieve something, that you'll be someone. But it's not easy to actually do it. It's not easy to put in the work day after day, to push through the pain, to stay committed when the world seems to be against you. But that's what separates those who succeed from those who fail. Those who succeed are the ones who keep going when it gets hard, who keep working when others quit, who keep pushing when others give up. And here's the beauty of it all. When you prove others wrong through your actions, you don't just prove them wrong about you, you prove them wrong about what is possible. You show them that limits are self-imposed, that obstacles are meant to be overcome, and that success is available to anyone who is willing to work for it. You show them that there is no such thing as impossible, only not yet. And in doing so, you become a living example of what it means to rise above your circumstances, to defy the odds, and to achieve what others said was unachievable. The reality is that you are capable of so much more than you know. You have within you an incredible capacity for greatness, an ability to overcome challenges, to persevere in the face of adversity, and to achieve your dreams. But that greatness will never be realized through words alone. It will never be realized by simply talking about your goals, your plans, or your vision. It will only be realized through action, through the relentless pursuit of your dreams, through the sacrifices you make, the obstacles you overcome, and the steps you take day by day to turn your vision into reality. So when the world doubts you, when they tell you that you can't, that you won't, that you're not enough, don't waste your time trying to convince them otherwise. Instead, show them. Show them with your action. Show them with your success. Let your life, your work, and your results speak for you. And when you do, you'll find that the people who doubted you will no longer matter. Their opinions will be irrelevant because your actions will have proven everything they ever needed to know. There is a reality that every person who has ever pursued greatness must face. The road to success is not smooth. It's not filled with constant victories or easy steps forward. No, it is riddled with struggles, obstacles, challenges, and failures. The journey toward success is not defined by how many times you stand up, but by how many times you are knocked down and still choose to rise. You will encounter setbacks, disappointments, and moments when it feels like the entire world is conspiring against you. But let me tell you this, if you are going to achieve anything of significance in this life, you must learn to embrace the struggle. You must learn to not only endure hardship, but to thrive in it. The world will tell you that success is easy for some and difficult for others, but the truth is, success is difficult for everyone. The difference is that some people embrace the difficulty and push forward, while others let the weight of the struggle crush them. The struggle, the hardship, the pain, they are not the enemy. They are the necessary ingredients for growth. And without growth, there can be no real success. You have to understand that it is in the moments of adversity, in the times of struggle, that your character is built. It is in the furnace of difficulty that the true depth of your strength, resilience, and determination is revealed. If you shy away from the struggle, if you give up the moment things get tough, you will never know what you're truly capable of. And worse yet, you will never see the success that you were meant to achieve. The truth is, we all face obstacles. It's not a matter of whether or not you will encounter difficulty, it's a matter of how you respond to it. There is a mindset that you must develop if you are going to succeed. And that mindset is one that embraces the struggle as a vital part of the process. When the tough times come, and they will, you cannot afford to shrink back. You cannot afford to fall into despair. You must face the struggle head on, knowing that it is the very thing that will propel you forward if you choose to embrace it and keep pushing. Too many people look for shortcuts. They want the easy route, the painless path, the quick fix. And when they encounter the first hurdle, when they face the first bit of resistance, they quit. They abandon their goals, their dreams, their ambitions. They take one step back and decide that the struggle is too much. But if you are going to succeed, you cannot be like them. You cannot give up the moment things get hard. Success is not about avoiding struggle. It's about learning how to face it, how to grow through it, and how to keep moving forward despite it. When you embrace the struggle, you acknowledge the fact that growth doesn't come without effort. It doesn't come without sacrifice. It doesn't come without putting in the work and enduring the hardship. There will be times when you feel like giving up. There will be moments when you question whether it's all worth it. But those moments, those doubts, those feelings, they are part of the process. The struggle is what strengthens you. It sharpens you. It prepares you for the level of success you are striving for. Without it, you would never develop the skills, the resilience, or the character needed to sustain long-term success. Now, understand this: embracing the struggle does not mean accepting failure as your final destination. Embracing the struggle means recognizing that failure is not the end, but a necessary part of the journey. There will be times when you fall flat on your face. There will be times when things don't go according to plan. But every failure, every setback, every challenge is an opportunity to learn. It is an opportunity to refine your approach, to improve, to grow stronger. If you allow every failure to break you, to define you, to discourage you, then you will be stuck in a cycle of defeat. But if you choose to see every failure as a lesson, as a stepping stone toward your ultimate goal, you will move forward with strength and purpose. The key is to keep moving. No matter how difficult it gets, no matter how many times you feel like you're falling short, you must keep moving forward. The world doesn't reward those who quit. It rewards those who keep going, who refuse to let the struggles of life defeat them. You must press on, even when you feel tired, even when you feel discouraged, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. The breakthrough is often just beyond the point where most people give up. You might not see it at first, but I can tell you that if you stay the course, if you continue to push through the hard times, you will find that success begins to unfold. But it's not enough to simply keep moving forward. You must keep moving forward with purpose. You must keep moving forward with the understanding that each struggle is shaping you into who you need to be to achieve your goals. Your struggles are not wasted. They are not pointless. Every hardship you face is teaching you something, preparing you for what's ahead. You must be willing to learn from each setback, to grow through each trial, and to continue pushing forward with the belief that your persistence will pay off. One of the most important things to remember in the midst of struggle is that you are not alone. You may feel isolated. You may feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, like no one understands what you're going through. But the truth is, every successful person you look up to has faced their own set of struggles. They have all experienced moments of doubt, pain, and fear. They have all faced obstacles that seemed insurmountable. The difference between them and those who give up is that they chose to keep pushing. They chose to face the struggle with courage, to embrace it, and to continue moving forward. And you can do the same. The struggle will reveal the depth of your commitment. It will show you whether or not you are truly willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your dreams. You will be tested. Your limits will be tested. But when you push through those limits, when you refuse to let the struggle define you, you will come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle the challenges that lie ahead. Success is not a destination, it's a process. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, challenges and victories. But it's through the struggle that the most valuable lessons are learned. It's through the struggle that you are prepared for the next level. If you shy away from the struggle, if you run from adversity, you are robbing yourself of the opportunity to grow. You are choosing comfort over progress, safety over success, and comfort will never lead you to greatness. You will never reach your full potential if you are afraid of the struggle. You will never achieve the success you desire if you are unwilling to embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Success requires that you push through the pain, that you fight through the fatigue, that you stay focused when the world tries to distract you. It requires that you make sacrifices, that you give more than you thought you had, and that you never ever give up. So when the struggle comes, and it will come, don't shrink back. Don't let it intimidate you. Don't let it make you think you're not good enough, that you're not strong enough, that you're not capable enough. Instead, embrace it, welcome it as a friend, knowing that it is preparing you for something greater. Let the struggle fuel your determination. Let it sharpen your resolve. Let it strengthen your character. And above all, let it remind you that success is not about avoiding the tough times, but about learning how to rise above them. You may not see the fruits of your labor right away. You may not immediately understand why you're facing the challenges that you are. But trust me, every step forward, every struggle you face is bringing you closer to the success you seek. And when you finally reach the place you've been working toward, you will look back on all the struggles, all the setbacks, and all the pain, and you will see that it was worth it. The struggle will not only have shaped your success, it will have shaped you into the person you were always meant to be.